So hi guys and welcome back to the second race of my fun manager creator team career mode, and we are finally back in our own team. And look at that, guys, we are right now P5 in the constructor championship. We scored 6 points with Lewis Hamilton. Obviously, well, Kushmaini could have scored some point, but he had a mistake, and we are not going to worry about that because we have a car this season in which we can score some good points here. So let's just skip past the time because we do not have anything to do. So 24 days after which Saudi will happen, and it's because, guys, this season we are not doing 3 races. This is going to be a 21 race season, and we do not have China, Miami and Qatar. We do not have these 3 races. So let's just skip past the time and see what we get. And Andrea Benisi, our race engineer for, I think he is for Kushmaini. Yep, he is Kushmaini's race engineer and he increased his performance. So let's go and check this out first of all, because we want to, guys, we have to now go for the pace for long runs for Kushmaini because we want to increase his stats in cornering, smoothness and adaptability is what I think we are lacking right now. Because look at that, his braking is 94. He is, well, he is really good right now, other than his adaptability and accuracy, which is hurting. So we have to increase that. So that's why I'm going for the long run. And let's just skip past the time again. So we have a problem. We have an design center fire, so we can't do anything about it. We have to shut both of them down, and what's going to get hurt is our front wing design, which was to come in 18 days. Obviously we do not have anything to manufacture, so that's not going to get hurt. So let's again skip past the time. And we have a sponsor plan review. Obviously our target was achieved. We do not get any money here, so let's see. Monthly car development, obviously we are looking like really low, and we have gotten worse actually because everyone else has done some upgrades. Obviously our design center has been destroyed a little bit because of a fire, so we can't do anything. And look at that, guys, cornering and smoothness has increased for Kushmaini, so that's a good news. Obviously our main problem is this reaction and accuracy, which we want him to increase, and adaptability too, so that's why we have gone with adaptability. So, and I think that will be enough, and we will get 3 million from that, and we are right now almost 6 million. So let's go in the facilities, guys, because look at that, design center obviously can't do anything about it. Our race simulator does not look good, so let's upgrade it rather than, well, refurbishing it. Let's upgrade it. And our team hub, well, I don't think we need that. Our boardroom isn't looking good. 500,000, let's give that one. Weather center or two center, let's refurbish that, because, guys, this is the money making right now for us. Because look at that, we get 96,000 right now, we are getting 58,000, so that's why we want to refurbish that. And let's go for the weather center. I think 1.5 million, let's do it, guys, because weather center is important. So let's upgrade that too. Obviously we are not going to make the same mistake we did in the first season, upgrading too many things. Right now we have a million left for us, so we are going to wait till the next time. So let's skip past the time again. Let's go for the Saudi GP, and we have a mail that require response, and that's a minor technical change. We want to go for a moderate one because, guys, as big of a change we can bring out in the next season, that's how much our chances will increase for the next season to get a much better car. And look at that, the design, well, the design center and the factory has been done, so I don't think there's any point in trying to put more engineers. So let's just go with 7 days will be the time. So into the race, refurbishment for the tour center has been done. So our strategy prep, obviously not going to worry about that. So let's just do the race targets. Okay, so Lewis Hamilton is now 12th and Kushmani is 18th. So let's just go into the race weekend, guys.
We're here in Jeddah, where the tension is boiling as we head into the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. We're on the shores of the Red Sea in the shade of Jeddah's skyscrapers. And this might be a dream setting, but as we know, in Formula One, not all dreams come true. Now let's get the weekend underway.
So guys, into qualifying, obviously look at that, the car setup for Mini is 100%, it's untested for Lewis Hamilton, but look at that guys, it's more or less 100%, obviously saving 2 medium tires. So let's get into the qualifying. So I think Saudi Arabia, we have to send Mini out early and Hamilton too, so that we can get a good lap and see where we are on the racing index. So starting our first lap, Mini has done already and Hamilton has also started his lap. So let's see. Obviously it looks like people are right now on and out lap, so it's first of all out. So Mini, purple sector for him, and it is faster than Hamilton, just faster than Hamilton, half a tenth faster than Hamilton. So I think that's the confidence of having a car setup beforehand coming in. But look at that, only in the second sector Hamilton has already taken that purple away. Obviously look at that, Antonelli has just put in a purple sector, Ivasa just did that. So I think we are behind Mercedes, that means. So Mini 27.8 and Hamilton also 27.8. So almost 3 minutes remaining. Look at that guys, Verstappen and Bottas are in front, and I think Westy, Albon, Norris, these guys will improve. So I think sending both of these guys out will be the right choice, because people will improve. Obviously most of them got impeded, obviously I think, and look at that, that was almost an impediment for Mini. So let's skip past the out lap guys and see. And we have a yellow flag. What it was for, we don't know. So let's skip past. And it was Porsche who locked up into turn 1, but that doesn't matter. So Kushmani obviously on a new set, Hamilton is on an old set of tires. So let's see, are there any people, and Mini might get obstructed. He did not, so that's a good news. And look at that, people are completing their laps. So let's see, is anyone improving? And people are improving. Hulkenberg goes P8, Dragovic goes P14, and Charles Leclerc and Lando Norris, I think they are not doing an outlap, so that's a bad news for them. And Gasly is on a lap, and look at that guys, Mini is not improving, so let's bring him back. And Hamilton is also not improving, so let's bring him back too. No point in wasting precious tire wear. And look at that guys, Gasly goes P2. That's an amazing lap. And everyone has done their lap. And Lando Norris and Charles Leclerc are out, and Frederick Vesti too. Obviously McLaren is really fast car. Look at that, Albon in P6, and Max Verstappen, though he is much faster than I think other guys, but still he should be. These guys should be into Q3. So, well, Q2 mainly. But let's just go into Q2 first of all, because we do not worry about these guys. So let's go on a used set of tires, obviously, for the first run here. We can't do that with Hamilton because his tires has already done 5 laps. So Mini in front,
green light,
and with a good amount of gap Hamilton, but Hamilton has Gasly in between him and Mini, so that doesn't matter. Let's skip past time. And we are going to go, and we have started our first lap into Q2. Hamilton on a new set, Mini on an old set of tires. So let's see, let's skip past time a little bit, and look at that guys, green sectors for these guys, and it's because Gasly has done a purple sector, which makes sense. Let's see, Gasly, there are 32.6 and 32.8 for Alexander Albon. Lewis Hamilton, why does he have a penalty? Why do we have a penalty for Lewis Hamilton? And mining goes P1. Gasly, well, he has done almost a second, a tenth faster than, and Miney. Hamilton, sorry, has gone P1. I don't know what I'm looking at. And Gasly is in P2, and look at that, almost a second faster than Miney. Obviously, Miney was on a used set of tires, so it makes sense. So almost 2.5 minutes remaining, and I think this is a Ferrari of Gasly. Yup, that is Gasly. We are sending Miney behind him for a good amount of slipstream. So let's skip past the time and let's start our final lap into Q2. So Hamilton is still in P3, so I don't think we need to do another lap with him. That's a really good lap. I do not want to worry about him now. So Miney improves by 3/10, I think that was, and again improvement in the second sector, so that's a good news for us. And Hulkenberg goes P4. Lawson does not improve. I'll go into, and Verstappen goes P2. What has Williams done? And we go P12 with Miney. Miney is out. Miney is out. Really a close battle here. Obviously, I don't know what's happening here. It's craziness because Williams, Max Verstappen is in P2. George Russell makes sense, but Haas, Nico Hulkenberg is in P5. Obviously, we did do a good enough job with the research for Haas so that he can do something like this. So we are going to save one set of soft tires for Lewis Hamilton for the race. So we are going with the used set of Q3, and let's send Hamilton out as straight away as we can, because green. Obviously we want a good lap here. So let's go and see. So Lewis Hamilton starting his first lap, and there are people like Max Verstappen and Antonelli who is in front of Lewis. So let's see if he can get out of this traffic with any problem or without any problem. Look at that, two cars properly dispatched, so that's good news for us. I don't think, yep, he does not, look at that, he does not have anyone in front of him, so that's a good news. Let's skip past the time, and he goes with a 128.6 into P1. Not really an amazing lap, because look at that, Porsche is 7/10 faster than him, and Antonelli is almost more than a second. And let's wait till I think Bottas is out, and let's send Hamilton behind his whole team, well, old teammate. So outlap doing here for these guys, and Porsche goes P3. Porsche goes P3, Bottas into P4. He is doing a lap, so let's see their times. Russell, I think, have already completed his lap, and he is in an in lap, and we are with a fast lap with Hamilton. And look at that, almost everyone is on a fast lap other than Porsche, Tsunoda and Russell. So let's see, green sector and Alonso goes P1. Green sectors for Hamilton right now, both of them are green. So let's see, where will he go? Max Verstappen goes P3. What has he eaten today? What has Williams done in this time? So Hamilton goes nowhere. Obviously, almost more than a second improvement for Hamilton, but wasn't able to do anything. So Alonso is in P1, followed by Pierre Gasly, George Russell and Max Verstappen into P4. So guys, let's just go into the race and see if we can score some more points.
The drivers are getting ready here at the Jeddah Corniche circuit, preparing for 50 flat-out laps under the lights.
Jeddah Street Circuit certainly makes the high speeds of F1 racing a thrilling affair, but even a world champion can be caught out in between the narrow walls, just as Max Verstappen found out in 2021.
Jeddah Corniche circuit is hot and high-powered, demanding speed for the straights and a high grip level through corners that are tight to the barriers. Starting tyre choices will be crucial here, with teams ever mindful of opportunities that a safety car could give. Well, there's nothing quite like it. Welcome along to race day.
So into the race, and it looks like it will be a one stop for Miney and a two stop for Hamilton. That will not make sense. So let's go for a one stop here and let's see. Okay, so the two stop is faster. Two stop is faster. Obviously, it means you have to push, but Saudi Arabia, obviously the tires get a little too hot, so I don't think. And look at that, guys. Car setup is 100% for Hamilton too. So that's, I think, reassuring for us that we can score some points here with Hamilton in this race too. So let's go into the grid formation, guys, because we are going from softs to hards.
Final checks are being carried out by the teams, and it won't be long until we get this race underway. A short moment of time to themselves to focus on the race ahead.
This marks their 50th start in Formula One. Can they celebrate that milestone with a strong finish?
But just what will happen here, your guess is as good as mine. It's almost time for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. And it's lights out, and away we go.
So Max Verstappen starting P1. I don't know how. Russell starting P2, and he has been almost overtaken by going side by side for both of these guys. And Russell stays P2. Alonso is in P1, and Antonelli is in P8, and Hülkenberg has been overtaken by Hamilton, who is now in P9. So that's a good result. Miney has not done, and he goes through the inside. That's the overtake we are talking about. So let's start saving already on those tires, because these tires will get hot, guys, a lot hotter than you want. And look at that, they are already getting in the range of overheating. So let's go on, avoid high risk curbs for a little bit. Look at that, Hamilton tires are already well fully overheated. And look at that, Alonso is not getting away that easily from Russell, and Gasly, they have just caught up to him. Max Verstappen is still in P5. That's I don't know how that's happening, but that doesn't matter to us because we have to overtake Theo Porsche. He is on medium tires, so we might be able to overtake him. And into the inside goes Hamilton, and he has overtaken him. That's what I'm saying, guys. We now have to catch up to Antonelli so that we can fight it out with him. So we are going to not push these guys now because there is no reason to push them. And look at that, Hülkenberg has also been overtaken by Miney. He is also doing an amazing work. So that's a good job. Both of our drivers are looking good, but their engines are not really happy. So let's avoid high risk curve and go for driving clean air for both of these guys, because we have to save those temperatures. I think, look at that, guys, 118, and it's because, look at that, 43.3 Celsius, and we have a crash, and it's between Hülkenberg and Iwasa. Iwasa is in the wall. Let's see what happened. It was both of these guys going side by side. Iwasa tried to overtake, and wait, why did Hülkenberg got into the crash?
It's not going the way the team
I don't get it.
today.
What happened to Hülkenberg? How was he involved?
It looks to be the Mercedes.
And Hülkenberg is out of the race. Let's see again. So Iwasa was behind Hülkenberg, and he was trying to go to the inside, and he touched. Okay, so guys, they touched. Iwasa just went straight. Obviously, we haven't seen what happened to Hülkenberg. Let's wait if we can get it from Hülkenberg's perspective, and I think we might get it now. Nope, we do not get anything here. Obviously, he's angry. I still don't know what happened to him, and Iwasa must have some damage. So already at the end of lap 5, VSC is ending. Let's go. And I think pushing with Miney would be a right choice right now, because I want him to catch up to these guys. Obviously, overheating these engine components will not be good for us. but we will have to do that right now. I I do not want to do that, but we have no choice. So Miney is pushing almost 100%. Now he's pushing 100%. And let's skip past the time a little bit. And look at that, guys. Max Verstappen gets overtaken by Lewis Hamilton. And let's see. And my goodness, I think he had DRS, obviously straight past Max Verstappen. Lewis almost tried to overtake Bottas too. I think that's Bottas. No, that's Tsunoda. So he also tried to overtake Tsunoda but wasn't able to do. So let's, drive in clean air for Hamilton. Obviously, that's the only way we can save some engine wear on these components. Obviously, guys, we only get 3 engines this whole season. So we want to save as much as we can for this one. So let's skip past the time. So lap 7, Max Verstappen has been overtaken by Miney, but Miney will be, look at that, gets straight away overtaken by Max Verstappen. But that's good news because Miney is not letting that one go. So I think he will get DRS. Nope, he does not get DRS. Miney gets DRS. And can he catch up to these guys? No, he cannot. So look at that. Tsunoda is also fighting with us and he goes in front, and Hamilton is still fighting. Let's bring him down. Obviously, the engine temps are still up, so it will be a little difficult. But look at that, lap 8. Russell is leading the race. Alonso is in P2. He is fighting, but look at that, he is on hard tires. So it's a good news for him because he will straight away go on soft tires for the next pit stop. And Bottas is on P3. Gasly has lost a little too many positions, but look at that, they are all in one train. So it won't affect him too much. So we are in a second train with Hamilton and Tsunoda, and third train is Verstappen, Miney and Porsche, and then Lawson. Let's look at that, guys. Lewis Hamilton might actually, and look at that, he has broken DRS. Let's see, will he open? And yes, Tsunoda has opened DRS. So he was just so close to getting rid of Tsunoda's DRS, just so close, but wasn't able to do. So he, I think, will overtake. Nope, he has not been able to overtake Max Verstappen. But Miney has overtaken Max Verstappen. Hamilton has not been overtaken by Tsunoda, so that's a good news. Obviously, this means how much longer Hamilton can stay in the cleaner air. He will be able to get this temps down on the engines. Obviously, we want that first of all. Hamilton in a DRS with Tsunoda, Miney, who is 2.6 in front of Max Verstappen. I don't know how that's happened, and because these guys will keep on fighting, and Max Verstappen is into the pits. Has he some damage? Does he have some damage? I can't see the damage, and look at that, he is out of the pits with the medium tires. And lap 11, so he must be, yep, he is doing a 2-stop. Max Verstappen is doing a 2-stop. Let's skip past the time a little bit.
There's a yellow flag now.
And we have a crash. And if this crash causes a VSC, and it was Valtteri Bottas into turn 2, he just went straight into the wall, I think. And he is still in the race, and this means that we can't do anything about it, because we have to now push, because there will be no VSC, and Bottas has a puncher. Let's see which tire, and it's the rear left tire is where the puncher is for Bottas. Not a good news for him. Obviously, he was looking so good. He had an amazing time to overtake these guys, but wasn't able to do. Obviously, he must be hurting now. And look at that, guys. Because of this, Hamilton has caught up to Tsunoda back again, and Miney is still, he has broken a bigger lead of 3.5 seconds to the guys behind. Obviously, they will keep fighting. Vesti already in P10, so this McLaren pair and Lando Norris and Albon will be the people we are fighting at the end of the race. So lap 16 here, Well, Hamilton has lost a little bit of time, so we can push him a little bit. He will catch up back to Sonoda, and look at that, guys. Even after saving the tire, the fuel and everything, we can't bring those temps down, and it's because of this. Look at that, guys. 42-degree temperature and 30-degree on the, well, the surface temperature, the air temperature. Obviously, we can't do anything about both of them, so there is no point fighting about it. I think let's do a pit stop, hard tires, and he will come into the pits for the next lap. So let's skip past the time and let's remove avoid high risk curve for Hamilton. And Miney is coming into the pits, and Russell is already into the pits, comes out in front of Miney. So let's push Hamilton into, and let's go on the hard tires for him too. So 2.6 pit stop, alright pit stop. So can we stay in front of these guys? And we have Ricardo and Lawson behind us. We are in front of us, and these guys, no, that's not good.
Yeah, it's okay.
That's not good. Let's just keep on going. Keep on going,
Here
Hamilton.
we are,
Please,
then,
Lewis.
reaching turn 13.
What happened? Let's see. No,
There's the
and
locker.
it's this
And
corner.
they ended up
Obviously,
their own passenger.
that was close. That was close. The good news is he does not have any damage, so we can do something here. Let's still keep on pushing because we can't do anything else than that. So Hamilton finally into the pits. Obviously he will lose time, guys, and let's see how much will he lose. And look at that, guys. Ricardo already overtaken Miney, but Miney comes back, and look at that, guys. Hamilton has lost so much time that he comes out behind Albon, and that is not a good news for us. That is not a good news for us. Hamilton has not been able to catch up to these guys. Let's skip past it again, and finally Hamilton into the DRS of these guys, but Miney has lost the DRS to Ricardo and Albon, which isn't going to hurt us right now because we can still catch up to these guys. So let's see, 1.8, 1.9. Oh, okay, so that's a way too crazy to lose almost a second in just half a lap. That's not good for us, but we can still fight our way through. So Sonoda is into the pits. He is obviously on a one-stop strategy, I think, because he goes in at lap 24. He comes out in front of Max Verstappen. So I don't know what to do, guys. A hard tire is that bad? I don't think the hard tires are this bad. They shouldn't be this bad. So I think let's push them one step for right now. Obviously, the good thing to do would be to save these tires and use them at the end in the free air, but we will do it right now. So already look at that. From the outside, Sargent has been overtaken. That's what I want from Hamilton. Hamilton will be the one who will help us to get in front of these guys, and he has caught up to them. And Miney, obviously, well, let's bring him down. And Lawson trying to attack Miney. Miney gets attacked. Lawson from the outside overtakes Miney, but Miney has not given up that easily. Still going side by side, and Miney overtakes Lawson. Lawson comes back but gets overtaken by Hamilton. That's the good news. The teammates are together now. Let's just skip past it because we cannot do anything till these guys pit. So our first pitch, second pitch stop for Verstappen. He is already into the pits and out of the pits on a medium set of tires. And look at that, guys. Ricardo, Albon, Norris, Charles Leclerc, Vesti, they will all pit. Russell is not enough fight though, so there is no point even if he pits. So I think we are looking at least we will go 6th and 7th because Sonoda will be up. So we have to, well, stay and save everything, so that we can fight these guys. And look at that, guys. Perez has overtaken Miney. That's not good. That's not looking good though, but we can still without any problem fight these guys. So let's skip past the time again. So people have pit, guys. Ricardo going into the pits, and look at that. Charles Leclerc comes out of the pits in P10. That's not a good news for us. Mine is in P11 and he is fighting Lando Norris, who is on a new set of medium tires. That's not good. Obviously, I think Hamilton lost a little bit too
Something's
much time
not
in
gone
that
right in the
mistake
pits.
he made, but that's happened. So, good news for us. Lawson had a problem in his pit stop. He goes to P19. At least one of the guys are not fighting. So, we have already lost DRS to Norris. We have to push, guys, because if we can stay in the DRS of Lando, we can, well, might be able to make a gap between Verstappen and us, because Verstappen will overtake us if we do not do something about it. So Westy is into the pits and he comes out. He's in front of us, and Charles Leclerc is fighting Hamilton. What has happened? So I think going on the hard tires was the wrong choice, but we wanted to do something different, obviously, guys. But see, mistakes happen. We do not worry about that too much right now. We are pushing with Miney, but Miney is not able to catch up to Lando, so there is no point pushing. Let's bring those back. Let's go on and avoid high risk curve, and then we can push. And let's do that for Hamilton too. Well, Norris overtakes Lewis Hamilton. Obviously, we can't do anything, guys. That hurts. A dumb mistake by us. Obviously, Hamilton, if he had not made a mistake, he would have been in front of Westy, but he would have been on old set of hard tires. But now he is in the clutches of everyone. Look at that. Porsche has caught up to us. He is also on hard tires. Can't do anything about that, guys. We are going to keep losing position, but we are not losing hope. We can still fight, guys. And look at that, Alonso and Antonelli fighting. Antonelli obviously very low tire wear than Alonso, but Gasly and Russell are little too far behind to do anything. Tsunoda is in P5 and Westy is in P6. Obviously Albon, I don't know what he is doing. He has not pit till now. Is he waiting for something, or is he waiting for a safety car to do his pit stop and then come out in front, or something like that? So Albon finally into the pits. He comes out behind Miney. Obviously Miney won't be a problem for Hamilton to overtake, but Hamilton right now just really close to Porsche to overtake him. Ocon sets a fastest lap. That's what I'm telling you, guys. The grid is really close this time. One mistake can put you at the end of the grid, and one good lap can put you in the front of these guys. So that's what I'm saying. So look at that. Max Verstappen just behind us with the help of DRS tries to overtake Hamilton and wasn't able to do. And guys, we have a fight. We have a fight between two world champions here. Into braking, Max Verstappen has overtaken Lewis Hamilton. Obviously Lewis can't do anything. Let's see that again. Obviously it was through the inside, the wing cam here, with the help of DRS into braking. That's such a amazing overtake and so much confidence into braking. Obviously we can't do anything about it, but we can push on our tires, and let's use our battery too, so that we do not lose touch to Max Verstappen. So lap 46, we have pushed for a long time, guys, and look at that. We have not been able to catch up. What's happening? I know we did not have that much pace going into this race, but that's astonishing to see how much pace we have lost. And it's not good too. Last lap starting, Alonso is in P1 by 11 seconds. Antonelli is the big surprise here into P2 with 9 seconds to Russell and Gasly, who are still fighting for that podium position. And look at that, with the help of DRS, go side by side with Russell and Gasly has not been able to overtake Russell. So let's skip past the time a little bit so that we can go on to the second DRS zone, and DRS open for Gasly here. Let's see, now DRS open. Will Gasly overtake Russell? Into the braking, but Gasly has not been overtaken. Gasly cannot overtake Russell, and Alonso wins
Alonso has
this
done it.
race,
Fernando
Saudi Arabia
Alonso
GP.
is today's Grand
And
Prix
Gasly
winner.
has not been able to overtake the third time. Antonelli gets second, and Gasly's podium chances are not done because Russell defends beautifully there and was able to overtake these guys, and we come out just in front, well, just behind Ricardo. Obviously we can't push anything with this at this point, but we are going to keep using everything because we want to at least come out in front. So Hamilton into P12, Miney into P14, and that's the result, guys. We knew we could have gotten. That hurts. Obviously,
Well,
we should
that's
have
another
gotten
race wrapped
some
up
good
for
points
Lewis
here
Hamilton.
if Hamilton
Just out of the points
hadn't
today
made
with
that
a
mistake.
P12 finish
So,
in the
guys,
end.
let's just see the podium celebration.
Karun, how do you think they'll be feeling in the team garage at the end of that?
Well, it was a bit of a mixed bag here. Some things went their way, but others didn't. I think their main target now will be finding some consistency for sure.
So, we did not see any podium celebrations, but that doesn't matter. Look at that, guys. Fred de Vries, Charles Leclerc, Lando Norris, all three gained 12 positions. Well, mistakes happen, guys, but we can still do something in the next race. Obviously, losing one position, we have, well, not lost our position in the constructors. So that's a good news. Ferrari has overtaken Aston Martin, but we will worry about ourselves for in the next race, guys. So let's see the money, and we have gained a good amount of money. His contract bonus is 8th or higher, so that's a good news for us. So guys, keep on watching, and I'll see you for the next one.